tiny ramble. I'm doing a tiny, breathy, whispery ramble for all of you today. And there was a particular reason as to why. I found out something funny, and I thought I would share it with all of you because, again, it's a very relatable experience. We are all human, and I thought this would be very nice and relaxing and light for everybody. A nice light ramble. I'm not going to keep you too long, so this will be, probably like a normal length video. But I just wanted to make sure that I at the top just said it's nice, light, and just rambly. So if you're somebody that just likes to plug in and basically tune out, this will be a great one for you. But with all of that said, let's get into what I'm making a video about. This nice little ramble, this nice little tidbit. And I apologize if I have any stomach sounds, by the way. My stomach has been acting up all day. Very rumbly, very tumbly in the tummy. But I found out that since age probably 10, I have been saying something wrong. This is the rivulet part 2. This like version 2 of it. So a little bit of background. I will say this, and this is not meant to be shady or anything. The person that taught me quite a few phrases when I was growing up is well documented as somebody that takes themselves much more serious than they actually are, and very, very much overestimates what they know and their skills, as opposed to the main person that I take after in my family is the opposite. So I tend to be the opposite, where I very, very much put myself much lower than what my skill set probably is, or what other people tell me, because I figure a fool is one who thinks that they know everything, right? So if you stay learning and stay open to new information and call yourself out when you mess things up, you are therefore a little bit more wise, but much less likely to be a complete fool. Somebody that thinks they are much better than they are and makes an absolute buffoon out of themselves in social situations and takes themselves so seriously. So the person that I learned this particular phrase from was not the same, where they essentially were like, no, that's right, that's correct. And I learned a lot of French words from them. Specifically, I learned a lot of French when I was a kid from them. So from 10 years old on, I remember using it at 10. From then on, I've been using this, and nobody has corrected me. Coup de grace. Do you know what coup de grace means? Well, coup de grace, from what I thought, whenever I would hear anyone say it, this particular person, I'm saying anyone, this particular person say it meant the epitome of something. So now I know a proper word for conveying this would be quintessence, so I'm going to start saying quintessence. I found out there was a mistake, and I'm making sure I've replaced the word. I must seem like a very strange person, all of you, because my vocabulary, really, I just thought about this, but I remember I just did the definition video, and I must seem like such a freak to all of you, but I genuinely do use all of this in my everyday, just my regular vernacular, my regular speech. It's what I cycle through. I mean, there's a lot more as well, but that's just how I've always talked. That's how I am with my friends. That's how I am, like with my spouse too. So, everybody has their own way of speaking, right? That's kind of a cool thing, because we all can meld together, find out how other people talk, and be like, okay, that's cool. Now I know something new. It's nice to share your vocabulary with other people. But I was absolutely I was screwed up completely wrong on all of this. So I know now to use quintessence, but I was saying coup de grace. I was saying this was the coup de grace of the entire dish. Point is something and being like, this is it's like the best version of the best part of the dish, the purest essence of it, right? Which is why now I'm going to use quintessence. Coup de grace means finishing blow or a mercy killing. I had an existential meltdown earlier. I was watching the live stream for Nothing But Lag because today is Nothing But Lag Day when I am recording this. Nothing But Lag is a great YouTuber. He's fantastic. He has the key to the city, and I think it's Kent, Washington, right? He is an absolute doll. I was watching the live stream, and I just sat there, and I'm like, he was saying, things. I can't remember what it was. He said something and it made me think of that, and I was about to type out. I want to say it was something like he had a line down in the bottom of this photo he was drawing out, and I was trying to say the straight line is the coup de grace of this entire thing, right? I was trying to basically get that across, right? To be a little bit funny. And I was like, let me make sure I'm spelling it correctly. So I looked it up. And it is commonly used when you also want to use something like seppuku, literally and then mercy killings. And also I hope that YouTube doesn't go crazy with this, but it's not anything being used violently. But also in situations, the only situation that was even close where maybe something was misconstrued there was an example where it's basically the thing that wiped something out after struggling, the final finishing blow. I think the example, if I remember correctly, was something like the refinery. Yeah, the refinery finally went under after oil prices surged or something like that. So it was the coup de grace. It was the finishing blow to this refinery or something along those lines. But yeah, I've been using it incorrectly for 17 years. Isn't that great, guys? I was having a meltdown earlier because I had like 4 tabs open, different definition sites. I'm like, is there any possible way? And I was like, is it something else that's really close? So I had so many French dictionaries open, I was losing my mind because I'm like, why did no one correct me? I've talked to people that speak French fluently and they said nothing. And I've had this for how many years? 17 years. I've talked to so many people from so many different backgrounds, and I remember almost every example of me using it. This is one thing where my memory does not work any other time except for when I embarrassed myself, man. I just thought about all the examples of it, and I think I've even said it in a video, to be honest. I'm not going to dig it up. If anyone sees it and wants to point it out, okay, that's cool. If you go back and watch the vids, naturally, organically, and you notice it and you want to come back and comment on this video, please let me know, or any other video. If you organically come across, I don't want to force you guys into going back through the videos, but I'm losing my mind because I've even talked to I've talked to my dad and said it, and he said nothing. He said literally nothing. Nobody in my life pulled me aside and said, I think you're using that incorrectly. And I do not speak French. I'm not good at speaking French. I knew some as a child. Obviously not good. I know how to say 10 things tops. I can usually break things down because I had to take Latin when I was in school, and I also did speak Spanish for quite a bit, and also, just knowing I can read Spanish pretty well. And you kind of get used to that Romance languages having the same root, so I can read a lot of French. But if you told me to just say something, no I can't. So I'm just sitting here and I'm losing my mind, guys. It's been 17 years of mispronouncing coup de grace. Not mispronouncing, of misconstruing the meaning of it. So I don't know a time when I'm ever going to really use finishing blow and not just say finishing blow. But I don't know if I'll still be using coup de grace, but our vocabulary word for the day is quintessence, because because that's what I'm actually trying to say, and it sounds a lot less pretentious, am I right? I'm not trying to sound pretentious. I'm trying to make it so it's like a word that immediately gets the meaning across. When you say epitome, it's just one word, and it makes it so much shorter. That's the thing. People that are very pretentious will go over the top and say like the most elongated version and the fanciest sounding version. No, that's not how I do things. And that's not how, like my spouse and I will do things. It is always the shortest way to say it. So when I say like epitome or quintessence, it makes sense in that particular, meaning. Quintessence being the purest and highest essence of something, right? So it is like the best example of something, just like epitome. So epitome is about the same as well. Both of those things they're not interchangeable, but they're kind of like, we'll say, next to each other. So it makes sense to use those, and I'm going to. And it's much less pretentious sounding than coup de grace. And obviously, I have no issue with the French or anything like that, but as somebody that just speaks like regular American English, coming out the gate and just saying something like coup de grace in regular conversation does make me sound pretentious, right? But yeah, I just thought I was saying it's the best version of it. This was the main event, the best thing. No, I wasn't. And, yeah. I thought that was hilarious. I was horrified, and I was immediately just laughing. Because of course, man. You have to laugh, though. I mean, life's funny, and it could have literally been a misunderstanding of the meaning one time, and nobody's corrected me since then. I might have misunderstood like a context clue, and here we are now. I'm 27, and I'm learning about what coup de grace means, and I've never even thought to look it up. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I said that. Don't take yourself seriously, guys. Really do not, because it honestly, for one, life is more fun if you don't, right? Imagine if I was actually upset about that, and I did make this video, and I just, life is a lot more fun if you don't take yourself seriously, but also like laugh and share these funny things, because this is a very human experience, right? This is a very human thing. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you are doing so well. You stay well, and you stay safe, and you don't have any faux pas like this. Oh, there's faux pas. There you go. You don't have anything like this happen to you, like it happened to me, and you can learn from my mistakes. But also, if you do have something happen, I hope you take it in stride and are able to laugh at yourself, because life is very funny. Very, very funny. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, fantastic, beautiful day, night, or whatever, whenever you are all watching this one.